two Afrobeat superstars went on an interview and they promised Nigerians a joint collaboration EP. They gave it the title The Real Vol.1. They promised Nigerians it's going to drop in December. Nigerians didn't believe them. I did not believe them. And it didn't happen in December. But this is January and we have the EP out, Wizkid and Asake. The new generation superstar, and we have the older generation that cross into the new generation, also still a superstar, Wizkid. We have 4 songs, 11 minutes, and all the promise. They have decided to say, okay, guys, we are not lying. We have 4 track on the EP. I'm really glad that it's just 4 songs and 11 minutes, so everybody can just listen and vibe to it and enjoy, so to speak. They started the EP with Turbulence, and the song sounds, how do I say this, on the first listen of everything here, even the single, I didn't listen to the single because I felt like maybe the album was coming, so I didn't just listen to the single. And the first track sounds like a very tired version of MMS. They are both, I don't know, not bad. The song is not bad. It's just a bit very laid back, very predictable. Sounds like MMS with the way they record. It sounds like the song was recorded with MMS. Maybe after MMS was recorded, they just say, okay, no, we're on the same vibe now. Let's do another version, or let's just do another song. Maybe they recorded a couple of songs that day. And again, Wizkid at some point on the song sounded like the More Love Less Ego album version. Like it sounded, he has some particular flows. The way it sounds on More Love Less Ego, there's a very custom way that he created that album, which is not a bad album, by the way. I feel like the song could grow if it's been, I don't want to talk too much about how the song is going to grow because this is just first listen and this is what I think. And again, we have Dodo. Dodo is the lead single on the project. And this is the first time I'm listening to it because I didn't listen to it when the album dropped, when the single dropped. So to me, it gave me the South African vibe. There's that bounce to it, the beat, the intro, the production. First of all, shout out to Magic Stick. The production is A1. I feel his production can just be the album. The way SARS did, there was one, SARS released a body of work with just his beats. I think Magic Stick should just do that because throughout this project, the beat sounds out, the production, everything is very clean, all A1, right? So going back to the Jogodo song, it sounds like I've heard this song before. I don't know, maybe not from Nigeria or anywhere, but it's a song that you can mute the verses and you can add another verse to it. But it seems very comfortable for Asake more than Wizkid, even though Wizkid had like a very decent hook on the song. And I think the hook would be very popular. But Asake sounded very, very comfortable on the song. Wizkid was not doing badly on it. It just felt like Asake was more comfortable on the song. Not bad. I like it. And there's Dodo. First of all, again, they sounded tired and bored to me on this. And when you listen to Wizkid's verse, the flow and delivery, it feels like you've heard it multiple times, and it feels like you can't place the song where it sounded like that before. But again, it sounded like a random song of Wizkid that you can just say, okay, I know this song. You can sometimes predict the flow, you know where the delivery is headed to. It felt like, how do I say it? Maybe the song is inspired by another thing and they made this Dodo song. Not to say it's not going to blow, because these guys are superstars and this project is going to do numbers. It's already doing numbers already. So this is not from the numbers point of view. And again, this is not the episode to talk about people they are trying to reach or people who are going to gravitate towards this project more. That has nothing to do with this. This is just my first listening experience. So it just felt like the song it's a random Wizkid song that I've heard before. And Asake was just, And I find it very interesting that out of the 4 songs that are dropped on this EP, Wizkid did not go with the first verse. Except for maybe the Jogodo song that the hook came out first. The hook was the first thing. Wizkid didn't pick the first verse, except, which leads me to the last song on the project, which is my favorite song on the EP. That was the only time Wizkid took the first verse, and not just first verse, the whole hook, everything. It took it. So at some point, you don't even think you need Asake on this song. It felt like a Wizkid song. Also, because through the song, Wizkid shines throughout the song. Sounds more like a Wizkid song. However, it also felt like the song was written by Asake entirely. I don't know how to explain this. It felt like Asake wrote this song, Wizkid likes it, and Wizkid recorded it in his own way. Because there's some slang, the first, listen to Wizkid's first 3 lines on his verse, felt like something Asake could have done. And to me, that's my favorite song on the project, and the production is incredible. I love it. And I feel like my prediction is just that two songs will probably elevate the EP. I mean, like a song or two will blow properly, and it's going to, people's experience will like change, or they will have different opinion after many, like 2 months or so. It depends on how the music is promoted. I just feel like that's how it's going to happen. But on the first listen, I don't really, let me put it this way. If this is volume 1 and there is ever going to be a volume 2, which I doubt, I hope volume 2 is done way better and is recorded and everything on it is better, because they could do better. Because the collaboration itself, when you just imagine it without like listening to any song, just imagine Wizkid and Asake doing a joint project. In my head, I'm feeling okay. I'm not saying it has to be dance track, no. I'm not saying it has to be Bedu, no. I'm just saying the quality, there's a drop off in quality based on my anticipation on this, for this EP. And I think a lot of the heavy lifting was done by Magistics on the production also, because of fantastic beats, and I just feel like I can listen to the beats without this song. So every recording also on this project felt like they were getting high, smoking in the studio. I'm not there. I'm just saying this is how I felt listening to the project for the first time. Like they were just high and recording, just playing around. You know, when people have like, when you feel like Asake and Wizkid have recorded maybe 15 songs, you just say, okay, maybe we'll pick these ones we recorded like last year or whatever. That is the vibe I'm getting from this project. It's not a terrible body of work. I'll probably still go back to listen to Alaye and maybe Jogodo, right? So 6/10 for me. On the scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 6/10 on the first listen. It could change, Turbulence could blow up, whatever. Never can tell. But this is not a typical project review. It's just how I feel on the first listen. And I think this is a 6/10. They could have done better. I expected more. And they felt very, very laid back. Like there's no reason for them to try and put in so much effort into the project. 6/10, here is what I think. And talk to you guys next time.